is mapping the KRA and KPI. Mapping the KRA and KPI. KRA, key responsibility area. KPI is key performance indicator. First, we have to discuss the KRA. Then only it is easy for you to understand KPI. So KRA is organizations assign a set of goals and objectives for each employee at the beginning of the evaluation period. These are called key result area, which depends on department and functional role of an employee. In this process, employee performs a fixed number of tasks based on which their performance is evaluated. It helps the employees to keep motivated towards achieving the predetermined goal while also helping the company fulfill its business objectives. So KRA, that is organization or the department held, they will assign the goals and objective of each and every individuals, and based on that goals, the performance of the individuals has been evaluated. So that goals which is being assigned by the head of the department is called the key result area. Say for example, you are hired for a recruitment. So you are hired as a recruitment executive. Then what is your key responsibility area? You have to screen the, you have to source the profile. So according to the requirement, you have to source the profile. You have to make the candidate to attend the interview, and whatever the candidate you are whatever the candidate is attending the interview, they should be a capable candidate, right? They have to be knowledge. The candidate should have some knowledge about the process, and the candidate should get selected, and the candidate should the candidate should give a longevity in the organization. Okay, so that is the objective of the recruiter. So candidate should sustain in the organization. So the candidate should not leave the organization within 1 or 2 months. They should give a long service with the organization. At least they should have 1 year or 2 years service with the organization. That is the objective of the recruiter. So they should provide a capable candidate. So that is the responsibility of the recruiter based on the performance, based on the how well a recruiter is providing a capable candidate. Based on that only the recruiter performance will be evaluated. Say for example, if you are what is the key result area of a payroll person means, the key result area for payroll person is attendance, the payroll process. They have to provide the right salary for all the employees, and they have to remit all the statutory payment on time. So these are all the key result area of payroll person. And what is the performance and what is the key result area of the head of the department of HR means? So they have to manage all the areas of HR, like recruitment, performance management, payroll, exit level of interview, or full and final settlement of an employee. So they have to manage all the areas of HR without any KRAs. So that is the responsibility of the head of the department. That is the responsibility of HOD of HR department. So each and every individual, they will be having some responsible area. So based on that only, their performance will be evaluated. So key result area is something, it is the key result area is something where the employees work or where the employees performance will be evaluated. It is the responsibility area, key responsible area of a person. It is a key job responsibility area of an employee. In that responsibility area, their performance will be evaluated. Okay. Next is key performance indicator. Key performance indicator or metrics used by organization to measure employees' effort by evaluating the task performed by them. Management monitors employees' performance and contribution against assigned duties during or after the completion of certain period. KPI also suggests required improvement in employees' performance to attain overall organizational goals. So, based on the key result area, your KPI will be measured. So, say for example, you will take payroll area. So, if what is the key result area of a payroll person? What is the KPI of a payroll person? So, key result area of a payroll person is, as I said, like processing the payroll and giving the right salary to the right person and remitting the statutory payment on time. So this is the key result area of a payroll executive. So on this key result area only, their KPI, their key performance indicator will be measured. Their performance will be measured. So how well the employee is remitting the payment on time with the statutory department. So whether the employee is paying the right amount or if there is any miscalculation in the payment. So these are all the area where the KPI will be where the performance will be evaluated and KPI will be given. So like say for example, third is the salary date. So within the third of every month, the payroll executive has to collect the attendance, has to collect the leave details, has to collect the incentive details, bonus details, everything, and they have to process the payroll within the third of every month. So their performance will be evaluated based on this. How well the payroll person is doing the job. Okay, so whether the payroll person has the capability to run the payroll within third of every month. With the third of every month, all the employees got their salary on time, and that salary is the right salary for them. So that on that only the payroll person performance will be evaluated and key performance indicator will be given. Key performance indicator, it is something the rates will be given. So whatever the duties are assigned to the employees is the key result area, and based on that duties response and based on that assigned duties and responsibilities, this KPI will be measurable. So types of KPI, types of KPI for different departments, the KPI will be changed. Like for financial, the KPI is based on the profit and loss. The key result area is profit and calculation of profit and loss, revenue, cost, or sales. So how well the calculation is done. So in this areas only, the KPI will be measured. Customer centric means customer satisfaction and resulting. This is for the production. Human resource KPI, employee satisfaction, production, productivity, employee turnover. Products and services related KPI. quality or change in product. So based on this key result area, quality and any changes in the product, based on the quality of the product only, the KPI will be measured. Next is mapping the KRA and KPI. Mapping KRAs and KPIs is known as competency mapping, which helps organization to utilize employees' strength and potential fully. It depends on the team structure, leadership, and decision making. Key performance indicator analyze the performance of key result area, which are defined to individual employees at the beginning of evaluation period and determine whether the organization is processing towards the goal. KRA outlines the scope of products and services offered by organization and monitor objectives set by an organization, its a department or employees. So KRA and KPI is also known as competency mapping. Competency mapping of an individual or as a of a team. Okay, so this competency mapping helps the organization to utilize the employees' strength and potential to optimum. So optimum employees' strength and potential will be utilized by the organization. It's not only the individual employees, but also the team performance. So this employees' strength and potential, it depends on the team structure, leadership, and decision making. So how well the team is performing, and under which leadership the team is functioning, and the proper decision making skill. These are all the things that determines the team performance or the individual performance, and the individual performance will be utilized. Optimum utilization of employees' strength and potential. So it depends on the team structure, and under which the team structure and leadership, and also the decision making skill of employees and also the leaders. Next is key performance. As I already told you, key performance is something that determines or that is the analyzing of performance of an individual based on the duties and responsibilities assigned to them. So duties and responsibilities assigned to them is the key result area. So based on the key result area, the key performance indicator will be measured for each and every individual, and it is the evaluation of the individual, whether the individual is progressing, whether the individual is having a progressing performance towards the goals or not. That is the key performance indicator. Next is key result area. It is something the head of the department will assign the major duties or major responsibilities for an employee. And once the employee is assigned with duties and responsibilities, the KPI will be evaluated on the KRA, and this KRA is not only for the individual but also for the department and the organization. Next is mapping KRA and KPI in sales department. KRA, ability to showcase all the product, ability to showcase overall product value and a support offer that aligns with customer needs. So if you have done the KRA properly, means then what is the result of what is the result is KPI. So you will be acquiring new customers. Then with the KRA, your performance will be evaluated. That is, you will be acquiring new customers. So your KPI will be achieved. Conduct strategic sales planning workshop and activities, employee development program. For HR department, KRA develops staffing and staffing strategy for the Organization's short and long-term goals, hiring new employees, engage with common employee problem and concern, employee development and engagement. For IT department, lead the procurement, development, testing, and delivery phase for tech product, migration to new system. Ensure system availability 24/7, 365 days a year, reduction in system downtime. Example of mapping KRA and KPIs. The KRA focus on recruitment and training for newly hired employees, while KPI would look to return on investment per employee for the organization. As I already told you, for recruitment and training, the KRA is you have to recruit a capable candidate for the organization. How your KPI will be measured means how long the employee is staying with the organization, how the employee is capable, and how the employee is contributing towards the goal of the organization. And for that employee, what is the revenue the organization is earning. So that is the KPI of an recruiter. Next, if there is an employee feedback program in an organization, the KRA addresses the employee grievances, while KPI will evaluate the effectiveness of the feedback program. So, for example, as the example is given here, you have conducted some employee feedback program. So, employee feedback program, the KRA is you have to collect the grievances of the employee. You have to collect the complaints, major complaints of the employees in the organization. That is the KRA of an individual if the individual is engaged with feedback program of the organization. The KRA is they have to collect the major issues in the organization from the employees. That is the KRA. What is the KPI? The KPI is how well the employees are giving the feedback. How well the employees have given their feedback, and with that feedback, any improvement is done for the employees. That is the KPI. So KRA, you have to collect the complaints or issues from the employee, and KPI is whether employees are able to give the real feedback, whether the employees are able to give the real feedback, or whether the employees are able to give the real problem that is in the organization. So that is the KPI, and based on that KRA, what is the improvement in the organization? That is the KPI.